No, you have to...
No, it's working.
It's going to work?
Yeah. Yay. Yeah.
It's actually working?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alright, so sorry about that. If you're watching on Facebook, you're gonna be having a bit of deja vu there, I think. But anyway, no, we're here now. Christine had it on. We're recording a little bit of B-roll for another video that we're doing, and she didn't put it. She clicked on the streaming one, but not the multi-streaming option. Oh. So we were streaming to Facebook and then not to YouTube. So just starting that one again.
Me.
So yeah, good one. Hey George, how you going? Good to have you with us. Alrighty, so yeah, tonight what we're going to be doing is we've got a PC here to diagnose and repair first up, and then we're going to be building a 3D rendering workstation. So this workstation is going to be featuring a new case, and it's also going to be featuring a new cooler. So it's an all dark build except for a little bit of lighting on the RAM and a little bit of lighting on the CPU block. All the fans are black. It's a very sleek looking build. No sort of like overkill with RGB. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it's going to sit there under a desk. What's more important with this one is the airflow and stuff from it. And the fact is we've got a really, really good case, and it's at a really, really good price as well. So, you know, you can spend hundreds of dollars on a PC case, and sure, you're going to get, if you spend, you know, $300 plus on a case, you're going to be getting something pretty good. But the thing is, can you spend like $100 and get yourself a good case? I think we have tonight, so that'll be exciting to check out a little bit later. But first up, we've got this PC to diagnose. So from what I understand, this customer's been through a fair bit of stuff with this already. He's had a few different issues. It seems like, from what he said to me, that we've got some sort of a memory issue. What the hell is that dog doing in the background there?
Oh, I gave her the roast chicken tin, and she's probably just like scooting it along the floor.
Oh, okay.
As she's trying to lick it.
Alright.
Do you want me to put some?
No, it's alright, it's alright. I just didn't know what it was.
Probably hear it in the back of the stream anyway.
Probably.
Oh, she's got a foot. It's okay, little one, you're alright. Oh, it's her teeth connecting to the bottom of the tray. That's what you can hear. That scraping sound was her teeth.
The scraping sound was her teeth.
Lovely. Are you a good dog? Do you like chicken?
Alright.
She just burped.
So let's power on this system and let's see what we see. Alrighty, so
I like those fans. I'm a fan of the fans. They're kind of cool.
okay, well, we are in Windows. Okay.
So what did he say was
Well,
going
like
wrong
I said,
with it?
he said he was having issues with the RAM or something like that.
It is a cheaper motherboard.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that one that you put in the new second-hand one that you've got.
Okay, let's just have a quick look and see what we see.
Pete says hi, bro. Hope you're both well.
Hey man, how you going? Good to have you with us. Yeah, so we're just having a look at this PC that's been bought in. Customer said he was having some problems with it. However, I've just gone and turned it on and it's just fired up straight away for me. So that's always a little bit of a worry. Yeah.
Joseph says hi.
Hey Joseph, how you going? Good to have you with us.
David says hey to you.
Hey David, how you going? Good to have you here as always. Alright. So I'm just going to chuck Heaven on here quickly. I'm going to run Heaven just to get us started. We'll open up hardware monitor here in the background. Oh.
Oh. Did you just saw?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. At least we've got to a problem. That's always good. It's never a good thing when a customer comes to me and they've got some sort of problem, and then I turn it on and it just works completely fine for me. You know, that's very, very hard, and it's like you know, maybe we have to look at maybe we have to look at some sort of like house call or something like that to have a look at the configuration.
Dongles in the top, they might be doing something.
Yeah, it could be. So power button's still responding. I'll take these dongles out. Do we have a bag? Do we have a bag? I've got an anti-static bag here. Chuck them. There we go. Won't lose that.
Just tape it to the side of it.
Okay, so a full-on freeze. That's never a good thing. So look, I'm thinking RAM. So one thing when you're sort of diagnosing a PC, what you want to do is you want to confirm the fault in some sort of way. And so when I say confirm the fault, what I'm talking about is you like to sort of plug a component from the problem PC into the test bench here and then see the same problem occurring with different hardware. Because then I get a good idea of where the problem's coming from. Now, if I plug this RAM into the test bench and we fire it up and we do what we did before and it works completely fine, then we know that there's something else at play with the system. So it's most probably got something to do with the CPU or motherboard or graphics card or something else that's connected to it there. It could have been those dongles. I don't think it's the dongles, okay? Just based on experience and stuff like that. So we'll leave them to the side. And then what we're going to do is we've unplugged my RAM from the test bench, which is just this single Dunger 8GB stick. And then we'll move we'll move the RAM over to the test bench here, and then we'll boot up into Windows over here, and then we'll try and do the same thing. Now, RAM can be very, very temperamental between different systems. If there is a problem with the RAM that made that system stall, there's a chance it won't even post in the with the test bench. Just to give you an idea about how finicky RAM can be. So I know this from doing it for like my whole life. But yeah, if you don't know what you don't know necessarily what to expect.
Have you got the cables plugged in properly?
Yeah, we haven't got that far yet.
So it's not doing anything. He's having a drink now. Yeah, it's thinking.
Okay, so what's the dealio over here? So we're sitting there with a RAM error light, which, like I said,
Have you got a post beat?
no, we haven't got anything. So
Let's try it with one stick.
yes. Just a second. I think it's about to post.
Nicholas says good morning.
Hey Nicholas, how you going? Good to have you here as always. Hope your morning's treating you well. On your way to work or whatever. There we go, we got a post with one stick there. Okay, so that's a post. Let me try two sticks in the same channel. So we've got two sticks in the same channel there. Sometimes with RAM it'll be a multi-channel problem. It won't affect it in single channel mode. So that's another thing we can do, be extra thorough. And what do you know? We get a post over here in single channel mode. So that makes me think, is it just a bad mount when I had it plugged in before? Or is there a bit of fluffy mouth there in the socket there or something causing a problem? I think so. I think that was a bit of fluffy mouth that was fucking with our day there.
Bloody fluffy.
All right, so F1 to enter setup. So I'm going to chuck on the XMP there, save and quit, and we'll boot up into Windows.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Computer says no.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah. Should always be watching what you're fucking doing. Little dog, hey? Where's my baby?
So we might have a problem just with the RAM with XMP turned on. Just give it a second. Just like that. Okay, so looks like we didn't have success with that XMP. So it's 3200 C18 RAM. So I mean, you know, it should be fine. It's Corsair brand. So I mean, should be fine. Shouldn't have any problems with it at all. Okay, so it looks like we could be having some sort of problem with the XMP profile. That could be what our issue is. But let's see what happens. Let's have a quick play around with it, just like we were doing on the other one. Let's see if we can get it to do the same thing. Okay. Okay. I should probably be nicer to it, shouldn't I?
What?
We're not exactly running a 3080 here.
Shit.
Whoops.
Oh, imagine just like fishing and then all of a sudden a fucking shark jumps on the front of your boat.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. The shark's like, fuck. I just fucked up, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. What the fuck is
He's
this?
like, how did I get here? How did he get there?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sharks are known to jump really high out of water like that. So it was probably chasing something.
Probably. Okay, well, I mean, we're running now, but we're not running with the XMP profile on. Okay. So yeah, memory just running at the 2133 speed. And let's give this one more try. Yeah, there we go. 3200 CL18. So that should be fine. Memory error. Okay. Alright, let's move back to the original one here. Now let's fire up BIOS and we'll see what sort of options we've got here.
Mushroom. Cannot find that clear CMOS header.
Oh, there it is. It's very strange, and now we're not getting anything from this bloody thing. We don't have a power switch on the power supply there. Not a huge fan. Yeah, indeed.
Is that even real?
Well, I think it's real, but I don't think it works.
It's got two wires connected to it.
Okay.
It's doing something.
It's doing something now. You know what I'm starting to think?
What?
I'm starting to think that there's definitely something wrong with this kit of memory. Like something's amiss.
Something's amiss.
Yeah, and like I said, you can skip back to the start there as well. Like I said when I was plugging it into the test bench there, I'm like, with RAM, sometimes you can get very inconsistent behavior, and that's what we're getting here. So on one system, it seems like, you know, it posted for us at first with the two sticks. Then having two sticks in there, I couldn't get it to post. Swapped them over. Now we're up here on one stick.
Tim?
Yeah.
Luke sent you 50 stars on Facebook.
Oh, thank you very much, Luke. Really appreciate that. Okay, so now Heaven did install, but it didn't install properly. It didn't save because of the PC crashing. All right. So now we'll just let this one run through for a bit. And so if you're wondering, this is an RTX 3060 Ti. It's a ROG Strix version of the card. It's got that same problem where the bottom of it is like falling off a little bit.
Did Windows 11 little vomit face at the end?
Windows 11, oh yeah, well I mean I only install Windows 10. I'll leave Windows 11 up to the end user to if they want to upgrade or not.
Yeah.
It's a free upgrade from Windows 10, so it doesn't make any difference. And you don't need any PC knowledge to upgrade. In fact, Windows will try and force you to upgrade. You have to tell it no if you don't want to upgrade. Yeah.
Jeremiah sent me 99 stars.
Oh, thanks, Jeremiah. I really appreciate that. Like, it means a lot. Sending stars or super chats on YouTube. If you want to support what we do here and you're not buying a PC, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, well this is, I mean, she running. It was during the install process that we crashed before with the 2 sticks. Now, problems with RAM can sometimes, they don't usually get better, they usually get worse. So what started as, you know, okay, it was working all right, then it started to become unstable, then it got worse, now it doesn't even turn on. That's the kind of order it normally goes when you start having memory problems. Because at first, it's like the 5 stages of freaking emotion or whatever that you go through when you like experience things. Like the 5 stages of like your memory dying on your computer. You go through all 5 stages, and then eventually you end up with a PC that just won't turn on. Yeah, it doesn't get better. It never gets better. Yeah. Your mic isn't working with the PC.
Driver?
Is it a USB mic? Or is it a mic connected directly to the system? Because, I mean, if it's a USB mic, you might have some sort of software that needs to be installed with it. So just check the model number of your mic and get the correct drivers and software that came with it installed. If the mic's connected directly to the microphone input on the back of the motherboard there, just make sure your sound settings are selected right in Windows and that the microphone volume is turned up, etc. So yeah, it can be a bit of a pain in the arse, that microphone problems. It's great fun when you stream. Alright, well this seems to be running. Okay. So, once again, is this a problem to do with it working in dual channel mode or not? So, let's just try the other stick of memory in the same slot as before, and we get a post. Yes, we do. So I mean, I would sort of be saying incompatible memory, like the XMP profile is just not compatible. But the fact is, we're getting different sort of symptoms between the test bench and the customer's PC. So look, I mean, I'm probably gonna like try a completely different kit of memory in here. And yeah, I think the problem with this kit of memory has something to do with both sticks working together. And if they're run on their own individually, or at least in single channel mode, we can try that next. That might be where our problem is sort of coming from. Don't mind the other apps in Windows forcing it back to desktop. So one thing that to always check with your memory, there'll usually be a serial number on them.
Too funny, I think. Alright, look at it. The funnier it gets.
So this particular RAM doesn't actually say on the back here like DIM 1 of 2, because normally when you buy memory, you'll have 2 sequential sticks, and it, depending on the brand, it'll say like whether this is like DIM 1 of 2 out of a kit of 2 or something like that. And so you want to make sure that you've definitely got RAM that's, you know, from the same sequential kit, because when you go to return it, that's the sort of thing that gets checked. So if your RAM's not sequential, you might not be able to return it. So that can be a fun thing to deal with, especially if you're sort of letting it's not that funny. It's like mildly funny.
Me cry.
All right. I've seen enough. I've seen enough over here. So, I think we're nearly there. So what I want to try, just out of curiosity, is I want to see whether the XMP profile on this works on the test bench, because remember it wasn't working before, the XMP profile. I want to see whether it works in single channel mode. Because, like I said, I have a feeling that the issue with this RAM has to do with both sticks working together, and that both sticks work on their own if they're not sort of paired together. And I don't know whether it's, you know, just the actual sticks themselves that don't want to work together, and that would be a case, you know, if this doesn't work. However, if it's got something to do with them running in dual channel mode, either way, it's a faulty kit of RAM. Oh, and we're straight back to the error. Okay, so let's see. I mean, either way, it's a faulty kit of RAM. Oh, look at that! We've posted with our XMP profile. Looks like in single channel mode. So yeah, I'd say we're definitely on to something. No, it looks like that XMP isn't actually posting. It's just remembered the BIOS settings from last time. Yeah.
Leo, so I can actually, when I use the ones I purchased with this PC set 2x8 gig 3200 megahertz, it has a similar issue, but not occurring this often.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so it looks like whatever the error is has to do with both of the sticks together, and also to do with the XMP. Doesn't seem to have a problem on this PC running without the XMP turned on. So at least on my motherboard here, it seems to be somewhat more compatible, but it still has problems. So I'm hoping for my customer's sake that, you know, he can just get a new kit of RAM, or we can just put a new kit of RAM in here. Maybe he can sell what he's got, but I don't know. Hopefully he can get a refund replacement on it, because that would be ideal. Because yeah, I mean, I can't get to Windows without full XMP speed of 3200. All right. So yeah, the issue has to do with both of the sticks working together, which is a common memory problem. You can try with both sticks individually. You shouldn't have the problem. And so I can just do one more test just to be super thorough here. So we had an XMP profile problem, which I think is linked to running both the sticks together. So now let's just run with one stick, and let's turn the XMP profile on for the one stick. But yeah, I'll be able to, you know, if the customer's going to take it back for a refund or replacement, yeah, I can do up a report or something like that if they want.
That is absolutely stupid. Sorry. There's a fucking Louis Vuitton ton bag that's smaller than a grain of frickin' sand, and it sold for like, what was it, 63K in auction?
Mm.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
You're the fashion person.
I have so many answers, so many questions, so many answers. I'm not a fashion person. Just because I'm a lady.
You know way more about that subject than I do.
Yeah, I guess. But it's just stupid.
Okay, it doesn't look like we're having much luck here with the XMP profile. So it looks like it's just not going to work on this motherboard. So just FYI, this motherboard in this PC is a B450. The motherboard in this one is an X570. So you will have some few differences there between the two chipsets, and ultimately what memory is compatible and not. Alright, so we've reset again, and we'll try the second stick there with the XMP profile. Probably not going to work either, but just to be doubly sure, it's Corsair RAM, so I mean, if you bought it from a major retailer, you should be able to get a replacement, pretty much no questions asked. Corsair's good like that. Safe mode. Okay, so no matter what I do, I can't get XMP to work on this kit of memory on the test bench, and in the original PC, I can't even get both sticks to work together properly, not without the system either freezing on me or just not posting at all. So yeah, like I said, memory, take this back for a refund. Or yeah, depending where you got it, I might be able to do it for you. So yeah, just send me a message and we can go from there. But yeah, at the end of the day, you need a new kit of memory. Yeah.
Morton says good morning from Maryland.
Hey man, good to have you with us. How's the weather in Maryland? Is it nice? Nice and sunny today? Because it's summer over there. Okay. Yeah, we will. I'm going to talk to the customer offline and we'll work out what's going on with the RAM. Because I might be able to return it on his behalf. Depends where he got it. Okay. So this is our main event for tonight. So
Morton says cloudy and humid, lots of rain yesterday.
oh yep, okay.
Well, it is summertime.
It sounds like summertime for us. Cloudy and humid. That sounds very normal.
We're the opposite. Cold and dry.
Yeah, cold and dry right now.
What we consider cold.
It's what we call cold, which is like, like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cold for us. Alrighty. Oh, I just realised I've opened up the motherboard here and I haven't even spoken about the specs of this PC. So this is our main event for tonight. So this is our 3D rendering workstation. So this isn't even a gaming PC. It's got an RTX 4080, an i7 13700K CPU. It's got a 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. 64 gigabytes of Corsair memory. It's got a Thermaltake Tough Power PF3 850 watt 80 plus platinum power supply, and it has the Deepcool LT720 cooler, which is the high performance model there with the black fans. So very easy sort of build here, not too over the top, but it's got it where it counts. What we're going to do first up here is we're going to make sure that the BIOS is up to date, because we've got a Z690 board and a Z690 board and a 13th gen CPU. So best practice here, so we don't have to like rip the cooler off after the fact, is to go ahead and make sure that the BIOS is up to date with a 12th gen CPU in it. So
Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi DDR?
it's the MAG Z690 Tomahawk Wi-Fi.
Okay. There's two different ones.
Ah. Alrighty, so we're just going to chuck in my i3 12100F. We'll stick that in there.
Tim?
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Mr. Walshy, how you going?
Not too bad. Oh.
Okay, so our little 13 100 here, it doesn't need any thermal paste. That cooler there will be enough for it, just for what we need to do.
She's had another massive growth spurt. She like does not fit in there, but she's still gonna keep trying to lay in it. Fuck. There's my back panel.
Okay, so this is always best practice if you are putting a Z690 board with a 13th gen CPU. It works just fine, but you're going to want to make sure that your BIOS is up to date, because if you're running an older BIOS, it might have been from before they released 13th gen. And if it's from before when they released 13th gen, then you might run into a problem where it won't actually post for you, and you'll think that there's like a problem with your motherboard, but it won't actually be a problem with your motherboard. It'll just be a problem with the BIOS version on your motherboard. So something that you can fix on your own, basically. However, you're going to need a CPU that's compatible. So that could be a bit of a problem for you if you don't just have a spare CPU just sitting around waiting. So I'm going to touch the power pins there.
That USB is called new volume, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
All done?
Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
While she wants to know, what do you reckon is the best mid-range game CPU 7600X?
Mid-range, I would go the 13400F, 100%, man. Ryzen 7000 is pretty underwhelming, realistically, just because of the high price. So, you know, a lot of people were sort of a little bit let down by all that. Oh, no, we're posting. It's all good.